Well, welcome back to another episode of On the Spot Sports. I'm Jack, and today's episode we're joined by a very special guest, professional hockey goaltender Nick Latinovich. Nick just finished his first year of professional hockey in the Southern Professional Hockey League, where he ended the year with the Macon Mayhem, where he also played in two ECHL games throughout the year with the Rapid City Rush in the East Coast Hockey League. Nick played NCAA college hockey with Clarkson University as well as Salve Regina University for 2 years before turning pro. Nick spent his junior hockey days in the OJHL. So this can be a really fun episode. So welcome to the show, Nick Latinovich.
Hey man, how's it going? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problems. Going good. Good to get you on. I know we've had scheduling conflicts
Yeah.
coming up, but glad to get this one going and glad to talk hockey and your career and everything in between.
Yeah, I'm excited to get going. I know we've both been busy. It's been hard, but it's gonna be a fun one. So
Oh yeah, absolutely. But to since you just finished your first year of professional hockey, let's start with that since it's fresh on both of our minds.
yeah.
So you just finished your first year of professional hockey and you went to a lot of different places throughout the years. Like what is your initial thoughts on how your first year of pro went?
Yeah, coming in pro hockey, it was nothing what I expected. Obviously, like coming from college, you're kind of in one place for a long period of time. Coming into pro, guys are coming in and out the door every day. Injuries called up, new guys coming in. It's wild, but I had a great first year. I had a great time. I got a good opportunity to play in Huntsville. Ended up moving around, being a little bit of a suitcase there at the end of the year, but it was a lot of fun, a good experience, and like you keep learning, keep growing, and see where next year takes me.
Yeah, so you got a good chunk of games, 25 with the Huntsville Havoc, and you went 16-8-1, so you had a solid first half of the year there. So what was like that first professional game like in that first like pro win that when you got that first win, like what did it feel like?
It was pretty awesome going. I played my first game in Macon, actually the team I'm on now, and I actually got a shutout in my first game. We won 4-0, and honestly, it was a great experience. Like the excitement in the room, even the boys just after the game. But obviously, the speed's a little faster from D3 at Salve, and just finally like through training camp and like you're battling, you work all summer, and to finally get the first game under the belt, like the nerves out and get your first win, it's kind of like relief, like a little like weight off the shoulders, and you can just get going with the season.
Yeah, for sure. Were you nervous throughout? Like, was it like warm ups? You're just like your legs were shaking, or and when was that like time that you like really like got into the game and like was like this is just another hockey game. I've done this for how many years I've been playing hockey.
Yeah, like warm ups, you get a little nervous. Like year to year, like as a goalie, goalies kind of have their
Yeah,
routines and stuff. Every year, it seems to like change for me. But so like you're just trying to figure something out. It's your first game, nervous, and once you step on the ice, you feel the puck, and even in warm ups, it just kind of calms you down. You're just excited and you want to get going, and like and then you make the first save. That's the big that's the big thing,
yeah,
and then it's just muscle memory from there.
yeah. Once you make that first save, it's like, oh, this is another just another game. I've stopped thousand other pucks. Like this is just another game. There's no reason to be nervous about and just let it just play your game.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah,
then
it's
you're
like
having fun. That's when you're playing your
yeah,
best. Is when you're having
that
fun.
is. Yeah, exactly. When you're having fun, like those are your best games because like when you're not feeling it, like those are probably your worst games or you can get away with like a decent game, but like when you're just out there having fun, not letting the mind roam around, like you're just buzzing out there and so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure.
You said you changed your routines quite a bit from year to year. So like what was your routine this year, especially since it was your first year pro?
Um, Honestly, it would just like I'm not crazy superstitious, kind of like just but I just warm up, get my warm up before coaches meeting, and then after the coaches meeting, kind of just relax, roll out a little bit, just slowly get ready, like get ready for the game. But it kind of had to change everywhere I went because as you
Yeah.
go to new teams, they have new meeting times, new pregame like meetings and stuff like that. So kind of just going with the flow, make sure I get like my warm up in, my little hand-eye stuff, and just play the game.
Yeah, I feel like there's like depending on like each goalie obviously, but like there's like those three things that you like have to do, but you're not superstitious about, but like just to get yourself in like a good rhythm and just feeling good throughout that warm up before you go onto the ice for the actual warm up and then the game.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And then when you go around to different teams, you're when you're not playing, you'll look at other guys like and you just see a bunch of stuff. Everyone's got a different routine, whatever
Yeah.
gets them going, right?
Yeah, exactly. But like going from NCAA Division III to the SPHL is quite a difference. So like what was the biggest thing you learned going from NCAA D3 to the SPHL?
Well, honestly, the biggest thing is like the play style. Like even coming from like where I was at Clarkson to D3, like college hockey, it's very defensive.
Yeah.
Every game matters so much. You lose one game, your season's done. You're not making the tournament.
Yeah.
So it's like it's so defensive. Every game matters so much. And then kind of in the SPHL, and like I find in other pro leagues, it's more about the offense. And there is more structure, but it's more of an offensive game.
Yeah.
Guys, and then you have guys that can do more than in D3. You have some skilled, very skilled players. So that was the biggest change. Like more shots, more high danger chances. Um, Other than that, still hockey.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good thing to learn. And then like throughout the year, like you spent time in the SPHL and you also got called up to the ECHL to the coast a few times. Like what was that first call up like and just getting the call that you're gonna get called up to? Was it Rapid City that you went to first or was it
Yeah,
Florida?
yeah. I went to Rapid City, and it was exciting. Honestly, going up, no idea what to expect. Game's definitely a little faster, more skilled players. Guys shoot the puck harder. But like there, everyone was awesome. They're so welcoming. Like going over there, not having a car, the boys helping me out, like driving me everywhere, which is I was so thankful for. But getting on the ice, just seemed like practices. There's more games. Practices were a little shorter near because I
Yeah.
got called up near the end of the year. More just like fine tuning the game, trying to get ready for that little playoff push near the end of the season. So, but yeah, the IQ. If you feel like shooters are a little quicker getting that puck off with one timers, catching it, and they can put it in their spot. Definitely.
Yeah,
So
it's amazing as you go up the levels. Like it's may not be that big of a difference, but like the guys get their shots off quicker, they can hit their spots, and like just the game moves just that much quicker, and you got to be that much faster in your crease.
yeah, guys take that extra second with the puck to make that east-west play, find
Yeah.
that guy back door. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and you were lucky enough to get into two games in Rapid City. So like what were those two games like, especially that first game when you're just getting into like your first ECHL game, like it's your first pro year, like obviously you had the SPHL experience, but this is a whole step above.
Yeah, the first game didn't go so hot. I'll be honest, nerves were high. Went in there, didn't play the greatest. I got pulled, which is unfortunate, but honestly, awesome experience. Like
Yeah.
get like a feel of the game pace and stuff like that. Second game went like way better actually, night and day. But just getting the experience, feeling the pace of play, like knowing that I can play at that level. I put in the work. I can play. Honestly, the biggest challenge was mentally after the first game didn't go so well. Like the pressure I was putting on myself to perform in the second game was the biggest thing that was going through my head. But got the job
Yeah.
done.
Yeah,
So
and like the mental part is such a key like aspect to goaltending because like you just said, like you put it a lot of pressure that you have to perform the next game. Like every goaltender, every player has done that before. So like what are keys to like calm down that mindset and just not let you go over the top with how your mindset is going.
yeah, like for me, like immediately, like when negative thoughts are coming to my head, like I'm trying to like cut them off right away.
Yeah.
Like just have positive talk, positive thinking, like knowing I've at the end of the day it's hockey and I just got to go out there and have fun. give it my best, and that's all you can really ask for. Like at the end of the day, you're gonna win, lose games. You just got to go out there, give it your all, and I just try to give my team a chance to win. Realistically, at the end of the day,
Yeah,
so just
that's a
keep it
great
rating yourself.
mindset. Yeah, that's a great mindset to have, especially since like we're blessed to be playing the game that like we've grown up playing and loving since we started. So it's awesome to just be at the level you're playing at, and just you can't let that like get like too hard on you. Like it's a game, and like we all love playing the game. We all love winning, but like losses are gonna happen, of course.
Yeah, losses and bad games are inevitable. Like at the end of the day, so you just got to go out there, and the one thing you can control is your work ethic.
Yeah.
And that's just you got to go out there and work, battle, whether
Yeah,
the puck's bouncing or not.
yeah, exactly. So do you have any like anchor words that you like are like mine's like just battle and compete, like stuff like that you say like throughout the game to keep yourself dialed and keep yourself focused on the ice.
Yeah, like I'll talk to myself like while the boys are skating around, like for the start of periods while I
Yeah.
skate up my crease, and just have urgency, intensity, and battle. Honestly, those are the words that run through my head, and just compete. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing that like those like simple words like that can like get you from like your mind wandering to being like yes, like let's focus now, like it's go time, like it's game time. It's crazy how that works.
Yeah, like especially as a goalie, like if you're like you kind of like doze off for say a minute, you
Yeah.
let like our mistakes are amplified
Yeah.
times 100 because it's in the net, So just trying your best to stay dialed for 60 minutes is you need tricks, you need tricks of the trade.
It's hard work, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's a mental battle.
Yeah, but also throughout the year, you had a stint with the Florida Everblades as well. It's like, what was it like going to Florida? Because that's a sick spot to play in the coast as well.
Oh yeah, it's an awesome place and such a well run organization and like culture there. They won the ship last year, and they're still playing now, trying to go back to back. And just like the attitude that they have in the room, and like the team, that they know like how good they are and what they're capable of. And it's just the organization's run so well from top to bottom, leadership and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, and you, even as like a call up, like that that like the locker room like is contagious, and like if they're acting like that, like you're gonna be like, let's go, and like you're just gonna be like dialed every time you go on the ice and just look for ways to get better because you know that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, and you see like the guys up there putting in extra work on the ice before and after in the gym, and it's like the top players are doing it. It's like anything you see like your top player blocking a shot, like everyone's gonna follow. It's contagious, like you said.
Yeah, exactly. But you finish off the year with the Macon Mayhem and the SB again. So like what was Macon like, and just like it's another great spot to play.
Yeah, especially coming from Ontario here, the weather like you get to be in a warm place all year round. It's pretty nice. But Macon was good. They traded for me, like welcomed me with open arms. A lot of fun. I only ended up playing I think 4 games while I was there. It was late in the season, but it was a lot of fun. Like good place. Like the boosters there, unbelievable, and it's a good time for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a luxury that you spent the entire year pretty much in warm places, and then you go to Rapid City, and like there's still like super cool views. Like I'm not familiar with Rapid City, but like I've heard the views are insane too.
Yeah. It was definitely a nice place. The only thing like it's flat there, so the wind gets so bad.
Yeah.
So sometimes it was freezing, but yeah, you can't complain.
Yeah, exactly. But before we go on to your college career here a little bit, like what have been like some of your favorite memories throughout your first year pro?
Throughout my first year pro, probably definitely my first win there. I touched on that earlier, and honestly, playing in front of the Huntsville crowd, unbelievable. Like I think they averaged about 6,000 fans a game, and
Wow.
it's rowdy in there. It's an awesome environment. Like you get up every time you're going out there. It's pretty cool skating out, and everyone's going nuts when your name gets called. I think those are probably just those are probably the best memories I got from this year. So
Yeah, just sends chills up your body.
oh yeah, yeah, like it's exciting every single time. Like you don't get used to it. Go out there, like fans are buzzing, they got their lights flashing. It's a good feeling.
Yeah, that's unreal. But before we move on, do you have any tips for players like looking to jump to that next level, whether it be like junior to college, college to pro, or like youth hockey to whatever their next step in the journey is?
Uh, I honestly you just got to put in the work. That's what it comes down to. You got and biggest thing, believe in yourself and have some confidence in your abilities, because it's especially as in hockey, it's a mental game too.
Yeah.
As much as it is going out there and actually having the abilities, you got to believe in yourself, believe you can make that save, believe you can make plays, and put in the work for it.
Yeah, I love that. Love that. Love those tips. And like that it's at the end of the day, you just gotta have fun as well. Like you're putting like I enjoy every day going to the rink and putting that work in. So just find that motivation, find that like key to have fun while doing the work.
Yeah, for sure. Like that's one of, like going to the rink and like seeing the guys and every day and like putting in the work with everybody. Like nothing's better. You don't get that anywhere else.
Yeah, exactly. But now let's go on to your college career a little bit here. You spent 5 years playing college hockey. You spent 3 years, the first 3 years at Clarkson University in the NCAA D1, and then you went to Salve Regina University for the last two. And like it seems to be like a crazy journey for you throughout college, playing 3 games your first year, 2 games your second year. The next 2 years you didn't play, and then you got a huge 20 a huge opportunity in your last year playing 22 games. Like what was your college career like?
Yeah, I'm going in really like you're a young kid. I think I was 20, like going into Clarkson. Obviously, like you're all excited going to play college hockey. I only out of all those games, I only played one full game. Started and played one full game there. My freshman year, all the other ones were like Tendy got pulled. It was unfortunate. Like I was excited to go in there.
Yeah.
Definitely, it's a battle every day to get the net. And I was behind some very good goalies in Clarkson who like very talented, very good goalies. Unfortunately, I didn't get to play as much as I wanted to, but that's why I ended up making the. I went to D3. First year at Salve was COVID, so I didn't get to play too much. But well, we didn't play at all actually. No, I didn't get to play. Uh, the season got canceled, so the next year it was kind of like didn't really know. Full year off of not skating, but I got to play a lot. It was a lot of fun, and it really brought my love for the game back from not playing for 3 years. So it was an awesome year. Had a lot of fun. Salve is a great school, great location, right on right on the water there in Rhode Island. So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's like looking back at it, like what is your advice like when you are like in a college goalie and you are that third string or that backup that's not playing as much? Like what's your advice to help you like stay in the game and just get better, even though you know that the start is going to take majority, if not all the games?
Yeah, you just gotta play your practices as games and put in the work. Uh, even and honestly, you can't. The biggest thing was like you can't get down on yourself. Definitely throughout my 3 years at Clarkson, like not playing was like weighed on me mentally,
Yeah.
and kind of got hard at some points, and that's why I ended up leaving. But you just got to keep working, keep battling, and play your practices like they're your games. Honestly, that's about
Yeah,
it.
those are that's some great advice, especially since like you hear it all the time, like play your practices like your games, especially when you're not playing. Like that's your opportunity to get that game action like, and to be seen by the coach that you're not just there going through the motions. You're actually there to put in the work and get the give the boys a chance to get better, as well as proving to yourself that you're getting better as well with it, even though you're not playing.
Yeah, for sure. And it's again, it's showing up the rink and just enjoying the game and having fun and working with your team, whether it's going your way or it isn't. Just going out there, working on the game, giving it your all.
Exactly. But throughout your first year, you played 3 games, but you said you only played 1 game throughout those years at Clarkson. You finished 1 game and you went 1-0 your freshman year. So like what was that game like that you got your first win?
It was we just played. I believe we just played Harvard, no Union the game before, and the starter got hurt, and so like they're like, hey, there's a chance you're going in tomorrow, and first game freshman, pretty nervous. Like, but I'm like, who knows? You know what I mean? Like, I don't
Yeah.
want to get myself all psyched up and then let myself down. So I'm just taking my pregame nap for the game on Saturday against RPI. Knock on the door. My roommate answers it, and coach goes, "Hey, like tell Tinner he's starting tomorrow. He's starting tonight." I was like, "All right, I guess we're going." So I ended up getting a shutout. We won 3-0, which was that honestly an awesome memory. I'll never forget that, and an awesome experience. Yeah.
Yeah. Seems to be that you get first wins and first shutouts. What like you did in college, and then you did it in your first game in the SB as well.
Yeah, yeah. Takes a little luck, Good team in front of me helps out.
Yeah, exactly. But then you go into Salve Regina University after those 3 years at Clarkson. It's like what made the decision to go to Salve Regina compared to like any of the other schools that probably had offers for you coming in?
I was talking to a couple of schools, and the big thing was like the location there in Salve, like unbelievable location. And after not playing, I wanted to go to a place where I was wanted and I would get a good opportunity. And
Yeah.
that's what the coach there, Zach Klon, really recruited me well. Like, like spoke to me well, told me what I wanted to hear, and was like always following up with me, talking to me, how's it going? And I just thought that'd be the best place for me.
Yeah,
So
so then you go your official senior year, you didn't play like you said, and then you got that big opportunity your fifth year playing 22 games, going 13-7-2 with a 930 save percentage. So like what was it like getting that opportunity, especially since your college career, you played 1 game before that and that or 1 full game before that, and you got this big opportunity playing 22 games.
um honestly, what I just told myself was just go out there and have fun. Like at that point, I didn't know if my hockey career was going to be over after that, or what was going to happen. So I just wanted to go and make the most of it every night and have a good time out there. And it worked out well for me. Had a blast, played really well, and that'd be where I am now.
Yeah. So do you think going from like NCAA at Clarkson to Salve Regina like really helped you like find that love of the game like you said, and just to have you be able to just continue to keep going and then eventually lead you into pro?
Yeah, for sure. Like going to my last year, I said earlier at Clarkson, like my passion, like some unfortunate things happened, and it kind of just sucked my love of the game out of it, and I was just going through the motion for that last little bit there, my third year. And when I made the switch over and I started playing, I found like that, I don't know, like a little that energy inside of me where I
Yeah.
wanted to get back, and once it started, I was like, yeah, like this is what I want. Like I love it. We got back to putting in the extra work in the gym, and it really drove me to want to keep playing, and then ended up getting to the SP.
Yeah, that's awesome. And like you got to experience both the NCAA Division 1 and Division 3 sides. Like what is that transition between those two divisions as well as like the overall game speed and game pace?
Yeah, it's D1's obviously definitely faster, and you have those game breakers in Division 1. Those skilled players that can really make a difference every night. But like structure wise, it's still kind of the same. You're playing well. How we played at Clarkson and Salve was more defensive, trying to limit opportunities, blocking shots, because in college every game it does matter so much. But so for me, it was kind of just like giving it my best every night. And even though the game it was a little bit slower, push myself to get better every day, every game. And the way I look at it in that, like just beat the goalie at the other end every
Yeah.
night.
Give
So
up one or more less goals than the other goalie.
yeah, that's what it comes down to, you know.
Yeah. Exactly. But like what have been some of your favorite memories throughout college hockey between the 5 years that you attended college, and like I'm sure like you have some memories that stick out.
Yeah, definitely my first win and my first game there in Clarkson, and then my second year we won the ECACs, which was awesome to be along for
Yeah.
the ride. Like the group we had there at Clarkson was so close with the leadership all the way down, so that was an unbelievable experience. And then just playing at Salve, literally getting the net every night is like it's as a goalie, it's a good confidence to have. Knowing like your whole team and like the coach believes in you and you're going,
Yeah.
and that's just something like I'll cherish. You don't forget that.
Yeah. So like what sparks that confidence? Obviously you have confidence within yourself, and then like the coach and the team has that confidence in you. Like what ultimately like builds that confidence throughout the year?
I think it's consistency as a goalie. Like you could easily be unreal one night, the next night you're letting in 4 or 5, and
Yeah.
especially with the games back to back nights, it's the consistency and giving your team a chance to win every night. I think that's what builds the confidence. So
And that's a good way to put it. Like, because consistency is everything. As a goalie, like no one's gonna want you if you're not consistent. But if you're consistent, there's gonna be teams that are gonna want you and sign you no matter what.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but you talked about like going back to back days, and like what have you found that works for you about going back to back nights, especially like if like maybe your body's sore a little bit, like what do you do to help yourself perform at the best you can the next night?
It's just like cooling down after a game, even just getting like a little stretch in before, like, well, at college and pro, like before you get back on that bus, or like you're traveling, you got to get that stretch in. Uh, the hardest thing for me, honestly, is falling asleep after games. I don't
Yeah,
know if
me too.
I'm up late night, so it's like you get up early. Either you get your pregame stretch or warm up in like in the morning for that next game, so you get your legs moving a bit, getting a good nap to
Yeah,
get going
of
for that thing,
course.
and just believing in your abilities and like the work you put in, the stretching, the rolling out, that your body's gonna perform for you.
Yeah, yeah, those are all good ways to help your body feel good, because you need to feel, especially if you're the guy, like you have to feel good, and like you have to do everything in your power to help the team get a win.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I feel you with it's hard to sleep after games. Like you're so pumped up and juiced from the game that it's impossible to fall asleep.
Yeah, you're just laying in bed. You don't want to go on your phone because it'll keep you up long. You're just staring at the roof. Your mind's racing. It's
Yeah,
it's just as much of a battle as the game is, honestly.
it really is, and it lasts longer than the game too. Just
Yeah,
crazy.
for real.
Yeah, but then going into your junior hockey days a little bit here, you play in the OJHL for 3 years with the Orangeville Flyers for 2, and then the Georgetown Raiders for your last year of juniors. So like what was some of the biggest things you learned playing junior hockey that led you to the success that you had in college?
um, uh, Again, just it's a mental game
Yeah.
for me. Like believe in your abilities. First year, I first year I was obviously you're getting used to it. Everything's so fast coming out of minor hockey in juniors, and then playing 2 years. My second year, I made Team Canada East, which was an awesome experience. And then my third year, uh, I got there was a little problem that went on, I guess you could say. Like I tried to the OJHL started to charge money to play,
Yeah.
so I tried to leave and move out to the BCHL, and my GM in Orangeville said, "You play here, you don't play hockey."
Hmm.
So I ended up not playing hockey for the first 3-4 months of the season until the deadline when he ended up trading me to Georgetown, and we won the championship there. So honestly, junior hockey is a great time, a lot of fun, and it's just you're just battling every day, and it's your body can put up with a little more wear and tear at that age, so you don't need to do as much of the extra work, even though you should be.
Yeah.
But honestly, I just learned to have fun with the game and enjoy it because it doesn't last forever, you know.
Yeah, it sucks when you're getting older and you have to actually take care of your body. Even though when you're younger, you don't have to. You can just do whatever. Even though you should do everything that you're doing now, but
Yeah,
yeah, but generally, you know how it is. A lot of people don't.
yeah, and you just think about back like when we used to play minor hockey. You're playing in a tournament. You're playing 3 games in one day, and it's like it's nothing.
Could
Now you're
not do that now. No
yeah,
way.
now you're playing back to back. The hips are feeling it. The knees are feeling it. Yeah, it's
And then you're like, they're all good to go. And then you get on, and then it's the same thing. And then you get another game in the day, and where now I need at least a couple hours between, and a couple like 12 plus hours.
oh yeah, I couldn't imagine playing multiple games in one day. That'd be
Yeah, not at all. But you grew up in Maple, Ontario in Canada. So like what was your youth hockey growing up like? And especially since like you're from Canada, like was it all hockey?
yeah. Yeah, big on hockey. I played soccer in the summers, but mostly it was all hockey. Like it's what I wanted to do. I played grew up and played 2 years of house league as a player. And I guess some say I didn't really have a choice to play goalie. My dad was a goalie. My 2 cousins that live next door are goalies. Their dad's a goalie. They go
Runs in
out.
the family.
Oh yeah, I'd go outside. They put me in the goalie equipment, rip shots at me. So I don't know if I really had a choice to play goalie or not, but I wanted to play it, and it worked out well. A lot of hand me downs
Yeah.
for a good chunk of time,
It's
and
cheaper that way.
oh yeah, for sure. And just had a love for the game, and yeah, I played in the GTHL for the Vaughan Kings and the Mississauga Rebels, and just worked my way up from there.
Yeah. So like what was that moment where you really fell in love with the position of goaltending, even though like obviously like your family, it runs in the family, but like just that opportunity or that memory where it's like, yes, this is what I want to do.
Yeah, I think it's one, you're on the ice the whole time.
Yeah. Who doesn't
That
love being on the ice for 60 minutes?
yeah, exactly. That's one of the benefits, and it's just like how much you can impact the game,
Yeah.
and it's like how valuable a goalie is, how valuable a goalie is, and I think that's what kind of drew me to the position and how important it was, and I think that's why I wanted to do it. On top of the
Yeah.
other X factors.
Yeah. On top of everything else that could happen, everything. But how old were you when you first started playing the game?
So I started skating when I was 5. I and played house league I think when I was 5 and 6. And I think I started playing goalie at around 7, I believe. Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
Yeah, so when did you get your first like custom set?
Oh, first custom set probably wasn't till minor midget, I don't think. So that 15, 16-year-old year, I was used hand-me-downs for the first little bit and then was
Yeah.
buying just off the store. But then the first custom set came when I started in minor midget. Yeah, that's exciting when those things come. Oh wow, that's
It's
just
it's Christmas in the summertime
oh
or
yeah,
whenever you get it.
and they're just set up. You just leave them there. You're looking at them. You're just so excited that you get to put them on. And then right away, everyone's like, "Oh, I'm gonna mark those things up first
Yeah.
practice." Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, you know.
Everyone loves putting puck marks on the pads, on the new pads.
Oh yeah, when you're stretching, they're coming around, ripping pucks at you, just to get the first mark.
Yeah, but hey, that's it makes when you get new equipment and everything, it's the best day of the year. Like could be Christmas time, could be sometime middle of summer, middle of August, and it's the best day ever.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And it's
Yeah,
like,
but yeah, go
oh, I
for it.
was gonna say, it's just like some equipment you hate to change though.
Yeah,
You know,
that
like a
is true.
chest protector, like stuff like that. You like getting new stuff, but the breaking in process for is just sometimes an absolute struggle.
What's the worst part? What's the worst equipment that you hate breaking in?
Honestly, I think it has to be. I think it has to be the chest protector.
Yeah.
I've been wearing the same one for I think the last 5 years. It's getting a little broken down, but it's so comfortable, and I feel like I can move so well in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I recently, like maybe like 3 months ago, got a new chest protector, and I was like, I wore it for the first time. I was like, there's no way I'm wearing this thing again. But then and then everyone's like, you gotta break it in. Like you'll be fine once you break it in. And then like the next couple skates, like it's like it gets better, but it's still not perfect. But now it just feels like my old chest protector, which is nice. But it's like imagine like the first time you're like, I am absolutely not putting this on again.
Oh yeah, you feel like a ball and you can't move, and you're just kind of like moving around.
Like it's like bigger. It's like a little bit. It seems bigger, but it's the same size. So it's like it's like poking up on your mask, and it's like I don't feel safe in this. But then after the fact, it's like once it wears down, like gets softer a little bit. It's perfect.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Because you're getting mad at it. You're like, what is this? Like, start getting rattled and upset, and it's just playing mind games on you. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Do you ever have a problem with like breaking in skates? Like I know I used to have that problem until I went into my current Trues. Like that fit like a glove, but like any other skate before that, like I had trouble with skates as well.
I'm the same way. Like I had trouble, but my second year at Clarkson, I got trues, and from then on, I've been fine wearing skates, and I don't think I could go back. Like
Yeah, that's what I tell everyone. I can't go back to any other skate.
yeah, they're so comfortable. It feels like back in the day. I remember even like when you're standing there for a long time and like other goalie skates, your feet start to hurt sometimes.
Yeah.
I never get that in the trues.
Yeah, no way. And it's just like when like the first time I put it in like and went on the ice, like it fit like a glove and like I got like I think my old one's like a 3 millimeter blade and then this one's like a 4. So I was like curious about that, but like it felt like no difference at all. And like I was able to do everything I was, maybe even better than I was with my old skates.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I know what you mean. They're awesome.
Yeah, but do you have are you repping any other true stuff? Do you have like true pads or is it
Uh,
just the skates?
no, just the skates. I got the CCM pads, and the Von Chesty. Other than that, yeah. And then we
Yeah,
we use Warrior in the SP in the coast. So that's
yeah,
honestly, I'm big on whatever I can get. I'll take it.
yeah. Yeah, just take anything you can get, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But if you had to rate rank like a top three like worst things to break in, like obviously the Chesty's number one. What are the other two?
Chesty, the skates are up there, and I don't think pants are that bad. A new glove can be a battle.
Yeah,
That can be a battle. I just got like this year I was using the CCM glove, like the E-Flex. I'm not sure honestly
yeah,
which
they're
one.
on like 7 or something like that right now.
I'm not a fan of it at all. I had to use it because like my other one was broken down. I used it for two
Yeah.
years. I It was a struggle to break in. It's still a battle to use, and I feel like pucks just don't sit in it too well. But so I'd probably say a glove.
Yeah, I agree there because like if you go with another angle or something with the or like the 580, 590, 600, whatever it is now, like if you switch it up or if you like get a new glove that doesn't feel the same, like your puck's just hitting like you in the palm and it's just popping out and you're like, can I not catch with this? It's like the same thing with the chest here. Like I'm absolutely not going back to this, but then you end up like getting used to it and it's like, oh, like it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, and like yeah, at the higher levels, the guys rip the puck so hard that like you're
Yeah.
catching one in the palm and it's breaking down the glove so quickly too. That that's not a fun part.
No, not at all. So we did top three worst things to break in. What's like top three like best things to break in?
Best things to break in, I'd say maybe a blocker, nice and easy.
Blocker's a blocker.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter what kind.
yeah, it's so easy. Best things to break in. I don't even know because I don't change my equipment that much. Still using the same knee pads, jock. Um, so I don't really know. What would you say?
I'd say blocker. Pants are definitely probably two. Like I don't have a problem with pants no matter if I go a size up or a size down or whatever, like it still feels the same. And then like it's obviously like true skates are definitely the easiest to break in, but like others like we said in the last one, other skates are the worst to break in. So I'd
Yeah,
probably go hmm, maybe maybe like your neck guard or something like that, like something small, like maybe your stick. Like I feel like a stick's a stick. Like it has its pros and cons for sure, but like you're using it to for pucks on the ice.
yeah. Basically, the only thing like sticks kind of make a difference is like playing them because like
Yeah.
goalie sticks some are better, some have like some flex and abilities to them. So, but yeah, I'm a big Bauer stick guy, but
Yeah, me too. I found like those are the most durable and like the ones that last the longest.
yeah, and I think they're the best to play the puck with in
Yeah.
my from all the sticks I've used. But
Yeah, I agree. Do you like do you like cut down the paddle? Like I know a lot of guys like now like have like trigger grips, like they shave down the paddle. Like do you have any like modifications with your sticks?
no, I'll cut down the top part of it, make it a little shorter to make it easier to handle.
Yeah.
Other than that, nothing. I'll add a little bit of grip right to the top of the paddle because I like that. Like you know how the Bowers have that grip right there at the
Yeah.
paddle. So
Yeah.
I used that and like I got used to that because I used Bauer for so long, and some other sticks don't have it, so I'll just add a little grip myself there. But other than that, nothing crazy.
Yeah. I'm pretty much like I've started to like go like modify it a little bit. Like I'll if I have like the box toe or whatever, I'll round it out even like because like I'll get whatever sticks I can. Like if it's box, I'll just round it out, and then like I'll sometimes like round out like the paddle part of it a little bit, like the where you actually hold it. I'll
Yeah,
round it out a little bit more, but I'm generally a guy with just that just goes with the flow of things. Like if something works, something works. If it doesn't, switch it up a little bit. So I'm not a huge guy on that.
yeah, for sure. I know what you mean. I'm kind of the same way.
Yeah, but I've a few more questions for you before we wrap things up here. So I forgot to mention that you were on the all rookie SPHL team this year. So like congrats on that. So like what was like your emotions and everything when you found out that you got all rookie in the SB?
Oh, it was pretty exciting. I was actually just like on vacation after the season, and just like started getting some texts and messages. Honestly, I didn't even know it was pretty exciting. It's an honor, honestly. A lot of good goalies in the league, a lot of
Yeah.
good young goalies, and it's pretty exciting to see. So
Yeah. That's awesome. Congrats again on that. And like his like goalies just seem to get younger and younger now, especially in like the SP, the coast, the Fed, like goalies are just getting younger and younger, and it's good to see like so much talent come out of every out of everywhere that everyone's playing at.
yeah, for sure. There's you honestly didn't know there's like those couple years COVID, a lot of leagues shut down, a lot of
Yeah.
places didn't play, and you don't know if like guys still want to battle through after sitting out for a year, you know. So
Yeah.
it's good to see that there's still a lot of talent coming through.
Yeah, exactly. But my last question for you is like what's your favorite pregame like song? Like do you have or like genre? Do you have a certain song or a certain genre that you listen to before like warmies or like you're getting a lift in the gym or anything like that?
Well, before a game, driving to the rink, I'll always listen to country. It's
Oh yeah.
just nice, like calming, relaxing, just get me in the mood for the game. Like the way I play, I'm kind of like relaxed in the net. I feel like that's a strength of mine, like
Yeah.
relaxed and calm in the net. And I feel like country helps me put me in that mindset where it's just like nice, relaxing. But in the gym, I'll mix it all in, some a little EDM, a little rap, you know, whatever comes up on shuffle. But I'm not too picky on songs. I'm in the locker room. I'll listen to whatever the DJ wants, So
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same way. Like you can ask anyone that I train with, like they're like, your music goes from rock to country to like pop music. So I was like to EDM. So I was like all over the place. But like it just goes with like it like throughout the whole session, like you just go through like those emotions,
yeah,
that roller coaster of emotions where it's like you're feeling this, you're feeling that, and it's just whatever gets you going, I guess.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Everyone's different, but honestly, at the end of the day, you just listen to different songs. It's music.
Yeah.
Like you enjoy the genre. I'm okay with anything. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But Nick, thank you so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate your time, and I want to wish you the best of luck going forward for next season, and hopefully we run into each other sometime next season.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Thanks for having me, and same to you, man.